Well, I guess the motto of this channel now is officially better late than never, because this video was recorded in March 8, 2017. I shit you not. But it's better late than never, as I said before, and here it is. This is Need for Speed 3 on a Windows 10 PC. There is a modern patch out there that helped me get this running. As you can see, this game does look a lot better than when I remember playing it even on a Windows XP PC. I guess because the widescreen and all that, and the rain effects are better, stuff like that. But I'm driving the Ital Design Shigera, and that is an Alfa Romeo looking car. I don't know if it's actually, like, you know, partially Alfa Romeo inspired. I mean, that front grille just looks Alfa Romeo-esque. So, I don't know, but whoever designed the interior clearly had their, you know, their preschool kid do the interior, because it's... Who makes an orange steering wheel? You only put an orange steering wheel on there if you're trying to make a Renault Megane. I'm sorry. But... what do I know? What do I know? I just play these games. It's freaky to think, though, that this game is from 1998. I mean, what, that's a 21-year-old... Fuck me, this is a 21-year-old game, and it plays really well. Cars feel great in this game, seriously. From what I played this recently, cars feel great in this game. In fact, that's what reminded me, because I was thinking, oh, I could just record footage for this. And then I looked in the YouTube folder that I had on the backup drive on this laptop, and I went, oh, there's backup video for this. So, that was pleasant. Not so pleasant was that traffic car running into me. Well, I ran into it, I don't know. I think I just pulled a Verstappen there, but I don't care. It's Need for Speed 3. It's fine to do that. So that school bus is being a school bus, and I don't know why it pulled out. Oh, uh-oh. No. Okay, I'd appreciate it if the Corvette did not pit maneuver me. But, you know, cops can do some danger. Oh, and there's another Corvette, and then there's that bloody Ferrari. I remember there was a mod that enabled Ferraris. Oh, and I just got pit maneuvered again. Oh, and I'm lucky. Bloody lucky, actually. As I was saying before that cop car rudely interrupted me, the Ferraris I don't think were available in opposite mode. At least they weren't in high stakes, but I'm not sure. But look at that steering wheel, though. Like, what the hell? I do love that how it's just a JPEG with, like, a moving wheel, and that's all that the interior is. Like, it's a bit of a charm to it, I won't lie. But the interior is kind of bad, it's good now, don't think about it. Now give it a good look. It's like, ugh, it's so awful, but I like it too. And I like that throwback to a track from Need for Speed 1. Oh, well, that was fucking lucky. And what, that time thing in the corner there from the edgy boy Wild One seems to be climbing rapidly. Maybe he got a ticket or something? Oh, I'm going over 100. What, are you talking about miles per hour? Because I'm definitely well over 100 miles per hour at this rate, buddy. But I'll tell you what, though. This game with its concept cars like this, the Shigera, and what other concept cars in this game? There were other concept cars, but I actually cannot remember what concept cars they were. But anyway, I do very vividly remember loving the concept cars in Need for Speed 2, which was mostly concept cars, 3 and 4. And some limited run production cars like the Spectra R42, which just had the back of a Mercedes and I think a Honda gearbox or something like that. It was a really weird British car, but I loved it. And I remember it was DLC, actually. It was free DLC for this game. Not for this game, sorry, for High Stakes. Go figure, there was free internet DLC for High Stakes. That game came out in 1999. And I think there was some for this as well, but I can't remember. I genuinely cannot remember. I really got to look into more of this game again, because there was a point in my life where I knew everything about this game, modding included. I modded the shit out of this game and added so many cars. In fact, one time I was looking for Australian cars, because in the Australian version of this game, there is the EL Falcon GT, which is pretty cool as is, and it's not that well known. And then there's also a HSV GTS from like 99 or 98, something like that. It's a pretty recent one. But you could get, with the power of mods, of course, you could get stuff like, you know, a VA or an FG, even I think there was an FG Falcon. Oh, that was quick. Well, that went really successfully. But as I was saying before, there was, where's this at? Oh, this is a cool track. It's a weird coloured Countach, though. But as I was saying, though, so I remember getting a BF Falcon, or BA Falcon mod, and the car would go like by the time it hits like 4th gear, it'd be 400 kilometers per hour, and it'd be like, oh, okay. So I just used that to just ram traffic cars out of the way and stuff like that, and you'd send them flying, and it was so much fun, because I'd just be like, well, wasn't what I was expecting, but, you know, I'm not complaining. So, tell you what though, I like the interior in this Countach a lot more, even if the styling leaves a bit to be desired. I know, that's not a popular opinion. A lot of people love the Countach, or Countach, or Countach, whatever anyone calls it. I don't know, I think it's Countach, but God, this is a weird track. But yeah, the interior's nicer in this than the Ital design. Which is weird considering these are both Italian cars. Oh my God, how quick are we going? Oh, that didn't end up well. No, that did not end well. Oh, and I just got rear-ended. Cheers, pal. Really appreciate that. Now I'm behind. Now I'm ahead of. Sorry, I'm ahead of Wild One in his car. Remember there being an alternative version? Was it alternative or a reversed version? Where you could go through that thing back there that was gated off. I'm not sure though. This track's just downright strange though. Although it's strange because I want to get high stakes working, but that was a trick. That was a pain in the ass to get working on Windows XP computers. However, there is a way to get it working on Windows 10 computers. So I got to give that a shot because, as far as I can remember, every Need for Speed 3 track is in that game, as well as this. Or I think all the cars and all the tracks. Could be wrong on that though. The tracks in high stakes, like driving with the high stakes physics, because the high stakes physics are a bit more responsive than this. The cars do feel a bit, I don't know, they feel less weightier, but they also feel a bit better. Also, too, I love the 3D model interiors. If you have a look at Need for Speed High Stakes car interiors, it's an aesthetic and a half. It's definitely early 3D, but it's really cool. And what the hell is this? This is like some unused Tomb Raider level. What the hell? Really? Okay, well, that was a really rough landing. Now, you see, if I attempted that in real life, I think the only car that would have survived that was a Dakar Rally Raid truck. But I'm even doubting that at this point. Oh my God, that is causing a lot of shake. I mean, good thing this game is pretty good for, you know, people with epilepsy, so I guess that's a good thing. I mean, not many games really focus on that. I can't get over just how much details in this. Like, this is a game from 20 years old, and it still looks good. Like, sure, textures are dated, there's hell and back, but the game plays well, the music is 90s as hell, but, you know, it does just... We really did hit the current formula in the 90s. Games from the late 90s are very much playable today, and that's a great thing. However, finding a copy of this game, I mean, I'm lucky enough to have a physical disc of this game, and I also have a physical disc of Need for Speed 2 and High Stakes, and Porsche Unleashed, actually, so I'm actually very lucky to have the discs for those. Not the covers or the cases. I think I have the dual case of Porsche Unleashed. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get these through abandonware websites. And people will be like, oh, that's piracy. But it's like, where do you get these games new these days? You can't get these games new. Oh, well, fuck that signpost. You can't get these games new, straight up. So it's just kind of... Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm not seeing much of a problem here. And these are fun games, you know. They're solid games. You can get them running on your PC. They run on everything. Oh, what? Oh, that was the end of it? Oh, shit, no, that wasn't the end of it. Oh, whoa, hang on a minute. No, hang on, I gotta go back and do another race. Why's my car doing that? No. Come on, Lamborghini, I know you're Italian, but come on. You got some grunt going for you. 5 gears, too, so you use every one of them, even though you redline at 6.4, which is a tad bit concerning, but that's okay. Lower red lines are perfectly serviceable. I love how those fences break apart, too. They're just so, they're like, oh, man, look, destructible environments. Just a static JPEG for image of like a fence just being destroyed, and it just moves off screen. That's basically what this came down to in the scheme of things. Tell you what though, if you're driving this quick on a road like this, yeah, no, I don't think you'd survive. I really have my doubts here. Can I make this corner this time? I can. Oh, okay, no, I made it. Oh, I'm not complaining then. I'm not complaining at all. You're not gonna hear any complaints from me. And around this curve, whatever this curve's called, you see, I would start referring these curves by their names, but there's no name for this. There's no names for any of the turns here in this track. In fact, I don't even remember the track name. So, like, it's like, oh, I can't remember. I remember, like, Lost Highway. And maybe this is Lost Highway or something. I don't know. Maybe that was a Need for Speed 1 track. I really wanted to get the SE version of that working, but, that's a Windows 95 game, too, so I could very much get that working. However, I think the only way I'd probably be able to get it working is if I got a virtual PC with Windows 95 running on it, and then I ended up installing Need for Speed SE on that, because that's otherwise I'm just not going to have much luck. So that's a damn shame, but I kind of expect it. You know, what do you expect from at this rate, 24-year-old What the fuck, man? Why is everything getting older? I mean, I guess things don't get younger, but my god, even I'm starting to feel a bit old. I'm only 19, nearly 20. So I'm not going to take that staircase this time around. I'm just going to, you know, lurch around it. I don't want to risk that, because that didn't end up well for my car last time around. Oh, look at them repeating textures in the bridge. That's gorgeous. Such is the sign of the times of the technology, I guess. You can really do much. You can only do so much, actually, is what I should be saying. And that's exactly what they did. They did as much as they could. I wonder how many devs who work in this game are still in the game industry to this day. I don't think many would be, because the game industry is definitely a very, very rough place to work at. I mean, you know, you're a developer, unless if you're Kojima or a director for a big established series. And even then, you know, that's not usually the case. You're kind of an unknown. And you'll have corporate and fans to be like, oh, no, I can't take women in them. Oh, this is unacceptable. You know, those absolute lunatics all against you, so it's a rough business. I was actually thinking about it. When I was playing this game back in 2011, I was thinking, shit, being in the industry would be really fun, especially if you could create stuff like this. I love how you can choose if you want car chrome on or car chrome off. What, you just paint your car in chrome? Oh, projected. What is this? Are we having dynamic lighting? No, that can't be dynamic lighting. I don't know what I did there, but I did something, and that was cool. But I gotta say, working in the industry is going to be pretty difficult. So, yeah. Apparently you can knock those bridges down, although I have my doubts. I gotta try that next time I play this. You play first! I think I recorded this with NVIDIA Shadow Play, so that might explain a few things with the audio. But that's basically the end of this video, folks. That's a wild ride with Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, 1998 on the PC. See you later.